Greetings and welcome back to Castlegoat and to Gnomoria specifically, and to our gallery starting to be furnished above the gladiatorial pit. In fact, we are actually starting to tile the gladiatorial pit for that matter. This area here, which has got just planked floor, that is going to be the way down into the depths, where we are going to rally the beetles and zombies and skeletons to fight our mant and goblin prisoners. This dirt stockpile is full. That is not a good thing, really. Now, someone has suggested that I close off the mines, or at least the parts of the mines that I'm not using. That is going to be a little bit of a pain, though. I may have to look into that if this lag gets any worse, but I'm going to hold off on doing that for just now. I'm going to continue trying to get things done. I've got some sapphires there. Let's gather those. I'm going to continue with the lag as it is and hope that it just corrects itself once we've stored more of the items that are on the ground. But if it continues to be a bit of a problem, I will actually start walling off these mine sections. But as you can see, I am actually mining out more and more and more as time goes on in search for more, well, mostly the sapphires than anything else. Now, as for this area, as you can see, we've got bauxite and clay, quite a lot of clay in there for the really dark red look. We're still waiting on a few more clay tiles to be placed, but for the most part, we're waiting on bone. That means that our bone carver is still currently suspended, so we're not really getting any trade goods, and that is a really big problem for us. But I've gone ahead and I've increased the emus up to 12 animals. This pen can hold 16. I want to see how we do with 12 animals for now. I'll keep an eye on our mushroom seeds, but hopefully we can actually get plenty of meat coming in from our emus. As for you, you know what? I think let's actually keep it at 6 animals. That's 5 females. Here, the same thing. We've got 6 animals. We'll drop it down. I think if we increase the emu number, then we should be okay for meat and bone. And also the emus obviously create eggs, so that'll actually be pretty nice. And we do tend to have enormous amounts of mushroom seeds over time. You'll notice that we've finished getting all of the rose gold statues now. The Great Hall is currently worth 68,000 gnome bucks. We really need to get that higher. But that's going to be a long-term project. We're probably going to be replacing all of the statues over time. We'll deconstruct all of the silver statues and sell any that are poor, only keep the ones that are fairly high quality, and then rebuild more and more and more, and just gradually replace everything in here, at least up to superior, masterful, that sort of area, maybe a little bit higher. We still need to move these 2 workstations up to around about here, and we'll also have the houses for them as well. That will then leave the courtyard completely open, and I can finally get to making the monument to, was it Blessed Tiger, I believe, was the only, or is the only gnome to have died so far in Castlegoat's history. We also have all of the stockpiles set up for our engineering and our machine shop, or did I get them the wrong way around? Yes, I did. The engineer shop and machine shop. I went ahead and I gave them a steel cutting wheel, because I didn't want it to be a copper cutting wheel. That made no sense. And again, steel keeps an edge pretty good, so it'll be a superior cutting wheel. I know we could have used that for things like musket shot or armor, but damn it, what's the use of having these things if I force my gnomes to toil unnecessarily? Right, in this episode, there actually is one more thing I want to cover, and this does tie into what we're going to be doing in this episode. Although you can't see it because I've rebuilt the walls, I actually have axles running all the way up to this corner and axles running all the way over towards here. My goal for this episode is going to be getting the gearbox built, and then positioned there so it connects those axles, and then 2 mechanical walls. That'll be the first stage to getting this trap system set up. After we've got the mechanical walls in place, if we wanted to, we could close it off. That means that if the raiders got all the way through here and then died before our enemy engaged, we might even be able to just seal this up and prevent all of the goblins from fleeing. But the main thing is that I don't want this trap system working until I've got these doors. So they really do need to be the first things that we work on. And along that note, let's just check this out. We're still waiting on a malachite gearbox and 2 mechanical walls and a new mechanical base. We do appear to have a shortage of malachite. Let me just check that out. Let's go down to metals. Alright, what have we got in terms of ore? Only 31 ore. Wow. That is actually quite surprising. 28 copper ore, but only 1 tin, 1 malachite, and 1 iron. We have plenty of bars. We've even got a platinum bar. You know what? Make a platinum statuette. Go ahead. It'll be worth it. Just 1. Bosh. There we are. Now, let's go back to those stocks. Once we've got that, that may actually make us quite a bit of money. Hopefully the rose gold ones will. That's what I'm going to be working on for now. I'm going to be using rose gold statuettes as my main trading resource. I'll be buying the gold, unfortunately, but turning it into quite a lot of money's worth there. Though, having said that, I may have to double check that I will actually be making a profit on that one. But we want metal slivers. Now, how many have we got? We've got 4 malachite metal slivers. 9 silver, 8 bronze. We do need a lot more. I'm thinking we may even need to expand this area and get a second prospector. I don't know on that one though. Well, I may have to look into it. Right now they're mostly using basalt, so that's actually pretty good for us, since that does mean that we'll get a reasonable amount. Let's clean this floor, because this is an overflow, so should send this basalt up to this area here as well, so that our prospector won't have to walk as far. But basalt should give us the higher tier ores. We don't have any sandstone at the moment. But that said, have we made the steel? No, we don't. Damn. That is a shame. I'm going to just cancel that, make sure I've set that up correctly. Because really, there should only be one. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Go ahead and make that steel flintlock pistol as soon as you can, please. But this is the result of even missing 1 wave of goblins, unfortunately. We now do not have any steel slivers, which we mostly get off goblins. They are really actually quite an important part of our economy at this stage. Now, seeds-wise, we actually seem to be doing fairly well up here. Down below, I've expanded the mushroom seed stockpile considerably. This can now store an enormous amount of seeds, and that's why you don't see any on the farms. On that note, let's clean this floor. They should actually be able to remove all of those seeds away. In fact, they might even be able to stick them in these bags. But, let's see. I think right now we are literally just waiting on more bones. More bones and more bricks. Let me check. How much have we got of bricks? That's actually something I haven't checked on in quite some time. Clump. We've got 4 clay clumps. That isn't actually good at all. My lord. Have we got any? No, we don't have any brick. Wow. Okay. 129 sandstone blocks. Where the hell did I get those from? Oh, that would have been when I changed this area around a little bit. Okay, well, I'm thinking that we're probably going to want to do 2 things. One, I'm going to need a better dirt storage, because right now we're just not storing enough. And secondly, we're just going to need to let some time pass. I might go down into the depths, continue to dig around. There's plenty of clay around here for me to gather. In fact, there's loads of sandstone as well. But right now, I think with regards to the prospector, it's time rather than anything else that's slowing us down. I guess I could also work on putting the moat out here. That's going to be another bit of a water engineering task, but I'm looking forward to that one. Of course, there's also the building up of the area around here. That might actually be worth working on as well. But as you can see, quite a lot of just little projects that I need to spend time and just have the gnomes working on things. Oh, that's another thing, actually. I have... Ah, damn it, we still don't have that last bed. How frustrating. But we have moved in 2 more of the gnomes. Sieg and Sero now have their own rooms over here. But, as you may have noticed, I am starting to expand this area out in order to build more rooms for our gnomes. In fact, let's start getting some more of the replaced floors. Oh, merchant from Loveslave. Welcome. We want basalt blocks. Go on then, love Slavian. Now, we are going to want these rooms to be oriented in this direction at this point. Shouldn't be too hard. With this, I imagine we're going to be able to move the vast majority of our gnomes up into that work on the in this area into this part of the fort. Not liking that just finishes there, but oh well. It's not completely the right shape for me at the moment, but we'll have to see. I'll continue retiling this area, and hopefully we will have some new bedrooms very, very soon. In fact, I'm actually going to cancel this part. But hopefully we'll get plenty of new rooms made, and soon everyone in the fort will have a room. In fact, quite a few of them will have very, very nice rooms as well. So see you soon. And welcome back. I have just decided on how much I'm going to trade with the merchant from Loveslave, and I thought I'd bring you back just to show you. I'm going to be buying 1 gold ore. This should give us enough to make 4 bars of rose gold, which in turn will allow us to make a bunch of rose gold statuettes, 18 malachite ore, and 10 iron ore. The main thing that I wanted to show you is that this is a poor platinum statuette. It's worth 440 by itself. That is actually pretty remarkable. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple of good rose gold statuettes, which will be worth around about the same thing. Right, let's get that trading done. There we go. Bunches of ore now available. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording once again and bring you back when there is something else to report. We actually have quite a lot of rings being made at the moment, so we may actually be able to get a couple more things bought. Oh, looks like we've made another silver statue. Fantastic. But yes, I shall see you in a few minutes. And welcome back to a fairly small mant invasion. We have 1,040 mantlaws. Oh no, 4 of them. I thought it was 3. Still, that's not really that much better when you think about it. What we used to be getting at this point, we're around 10 or 11 at a time. There are only 4 there. For the sake of just working out how long it'll take them to get through this, I'm just going to let them break through there. Oh, wow. Actually, they made a fair bit of progress. Fair play to the little gits. And they're not going to bleed out either. But I think it is... Wow. See, this is the problem now. If I send my military out to meet them, they are more... Oh, crap. This is what I was saying about not... balls. Our military's going to get chopped up by our own traps, aren't they? Okay, let's... damn it all. Let's get the poisonous ancients out there. Damn. This is not going to be too good. Run away! Okay, no. Just get in there and fight then. Okay. I don't mind. These are just mants. They shouldn't be any real trouble for you. Yep, about that easy. And there's already mant blood over there. That's right. Everyone get in. Just finish them off. I feel remarkably mean. I feel really quite bad about this. Let's get these doors rebuilt. That should be it for them, I think. There we go. It's that easy now to deal with mants. So yeah, it does seem that the mants are still actually remarkably underpowered since the latest update. Now, it's something I hope they will... Well, I was going to say it's something that I hope will be addressed, but then perhaps mants are now just an early game enemy. That they're not meant to be a late game issue. Unless you have ridiculous stocks of food, which is actually really easy not to have. I mean, I'm trying to get my prepared meals up. I genuinely am, but it's not easy. We've got a lot of drink at the moment. In fact, let's just check out the stocks regarding food and drink. We have an awful lot of drink, I believe. Not so much food. So for drink, yes, 601 wine. We've got 129 beer. And we've got 193 mushroom tea. So pretty much at this stage, we shouldn't actually be making much more of any type of wine, except possibly orange wine and grape wine. Let me just double check. What are we set to produce in terms of the wines? Ah, yeah, up to 192. So yes, orange wine and grape wine are the only things that they're going to be making as far as drink goes, which means all of the apples and oranges that I have a lot of, by the way, are just going to be left there. We'll leave these there for now until our food stocks dwindle a little bit more. But let's now check on the actual food stocks. Now these are going to be significantly less impressive, I fear. 38 fruit, 8... Wow, actually that is pretty bad. Okay. Well, we've got a lot of cheese, which is nice. We can make cheesy omelets. Cheese and mushroom omelets if we had eggs. Okay, well, it's clear that we are actually starting to struggle a little bit with food. I am going to be very unhappy if Castlegoat goes the same way of spider slaughter, in that it dies due to starvation. That would be a tragic way for this kingdom to end. It's a tragic way for any kingdom to end, really, but especially this one, because it's been relatively successful. Right, let's gather up as much of this gorgeous food out here that we planted ages ago, specifically for this purpose. Is any of that going to be inaccessible? Let me just double check that I can actually harvest everything I'm trying to harvest here. I think I can. Get to it. Well, actually, those ones maybe not. No, actually, yeah, I can get those as well. Let's get all of them. We need this food. So, chop chop. Out there you go, everyone. Now, who's training at the moment? We've got 2 squads training presently. And they are about to come off training. The room at strikers there. You're set up there. In fact, yeah. So everyone is pretty much going to be busy in the middle of the day. That's fine. We're okay with that. Hopefully, the vast amount of our military, which are all told to forage and perform agricultural tasks, should be able to get out there and help with this. Now, if experience has taught me anything, because we have previously harvested everything from out there. Oh, merchant from Fang Trash. Hello. It won't take us that long. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of fairly good harvesters there, especially as it happens. Aavak, who is extremely fast now. Like crazy, crazy fast. Any of our farmers should be able to do this task with minimal difficulty, and hopefully we'll start seeing people bringing out wheelbarrows soon to gather up all of these delicious, delicious apples and oranges. And this will stave off the panic for just a little bit longer. But we are going to be aggressively harvesting these these orchards for now, I think. I'm going to use them to really try to bulk up our food stores. Now, the worst thing that could possibly happen at this moment, and that's why I'm going to say it aloud, because I'm going to try and let it know that I know it's out there. It's not going to win any points for being sneaky if it makes this a reality. But if we got attacked by the goblins right now, that would be bad. That would actually be quite bad. But as you can see, I'm slowly tiling out this area. Once all of this is tiled, I'll build up walls. I'll be replacing this one. In fact, I can replace that one now. Replace wall with blocks, and we would like some basalt blocks, of course. Eventually, I'll make more rooms along that side. But with these, how many are there? There are 6 rooms there. We will have probably enough to give every person in the fort a bedroom. That would be a glorious time. Now, let's see. What do you have for sale? We would like some more ores, really, but also any types of food. I could also... Well, no, I'm not going to buy clay. That's literally just a case of me going and looking for it. We're fairly low on... Actually, orange and pine. That's not good. It's because we recently did so much furniture making that's a bit of an issue at the moment. Gold ore, that is lovely. We're going to want a fair bit of that. And we should have a couple of things that we can trade as well. Let me just go down. Yeah, we've got loads of sapphire rings. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to go through exactly what we can try and wring out of these guys. And I shall bring you back to see the final trade. So see you in a few moments. And welcome back. As you can see, I've had to make up a little bit of trade worth by buying some clay in the end. But what we're going to be trading for is 19 gold ore. That'll be about 8 gold bars, 1 iron ore, and 1 malachite ore, and we are trading all of our rings for this. We actually have quite a lot of rings there, and they actually come to a fair old worth, to be fair to them. So hopefully that'll be able to produce a significant amount of rose gold statuettes, which in turn will allow us to buy more gold, so on and so forth. It's about 120, was it? I can't remember now, but 120, 180 maybe for the gold bars, gold ore, and we need 2 per bar. We need 4 bar for a rose gold conversion, which will give us, 3 gold bars and 1 copper bar for 4 rose gold bars. So it'll be slightly more efficient, but effectively you need 1 gold for 1 statuette. So what we're going to be doing is seeing if 1 statuette is worth at least more than 2 chunks of ore. If not, then I'll just do the math and make sure that it's still possibly just a little bit worthwhile, given that we're using only 3 pieces of gold and 1 piece of copper for 4 statuettes. But if not, then I'll abandon that particular method of generating revenue. But hopefully it won't be too bad. And there we are, someone with a wheelbarrow. Clever gnome there. But hopefully we'll be able to get through all of that harvesting fairly quickly. Now, we are continuing to make more rings, which is good, because we need a lot more iron, I feel. What are we making there at the moment? We're probably mostly making copper, as it happens. Unless, yeah, there we go, some gold there. And finally, we've got the... run quickly before someone uses the copper. There we are. Okay, now this is going to be 4 rose gold, and hopefully that will trigger this place to start producing. Maybe, possibly, maybe not. That is priority 5. This is priority 3, so that really should trigger, because we've got rose gold statuettes up to 32, and the same for platinum. Right now, I've got no other use for platinum. I suppose I could save it up to make statues for the Great Hall, but I would rather have some means of getting more metals from traders at present. But we should end up with a lot of rose gold. Oh, there we are. We have got goblins on the field. Okay then, my gnomes, let us get these bells rung first and foremost, and then we are going to deal with them. We'll let the enemies go through a couple of the traps first, hopefully just to soften them up just a little bit. How many have we got out here? Oh god, really? Someone was already out there. Okay, well, that's not good. Will you... Oh, damn it. Oh dear, everyone's going to just pile out. Okay, well, this is going to be terrible. Oh, God. This actually really will be terrible. We want the Rumored Strikers and the Might Bringers to get out there right now. It's going to be pretty nasty, whatever happens. Oh, I knew this was asking for too much, really. Oh, a steel flintlock pistol has become legendary. Whose pistol? Was it mine? The Haggler of the Orb. A legendary steel flintlock pistol. Do you actually have any more bullets? I doubt it, unfortunately. Let's see. Equipment. How much is in the ammo pouch? Content. Oh, no, you do. You have loads of steel musket rounds. Fantastic. You may actually be able to take him out. I doubt it, but... No, he seems to be okay. I would like it if you guys would get out there and help, but this is all over the place, unfortunately. Goblins are dying here and there. Yes, Aavak does seem to have been able to take that one down. Fantastic work there, Aavak. I mean, me. And it looks like this is all kind of all over the place right now. Let's zoom down right onto the same level. Okay. Now, let's take stock of what's going on. This Goblin Corpse. Revocane is there, firing into the fray. Let us see. Military screen. How many enemies remain? There are only 3 goblins and 2 two-headed ogres. The main thing is to make sure that our... well, they're going to be drawing a lot of fire, but hopefully... The only thing... Right, bunches of goblins are dead. Bunches of goblins are going down constantly. I'm hoping it partially because of that legendary steel flintlock pistol. But let's just check out... How many enemies remain? 2 goblins. This is still dangerous because there's a lot of firepower here that's possibly wailing on Sir Prancy or Lizzie. And I can't see where they are. Please don't tell me one of them has died. Sir Prancy? Lizzie? Lizzie, what's your equipment like? Okay, you're good at the moment, though you have fallen over. Is Sir Prancy with you? Yes, he is. What's your equipment like? Good at the moment. And you're in good health. Okay. Everyone is just wading in here. Seems that possibly some of the damage may have been split. I'm not sure. But another goblin down. thought that said Surprise that. I'm actually quite paranoid. This is the most chaotic we've ever fought. Well, at least for a very long time. Since the very early days of Castlegoat, this is the most chaotic it's been. There are just two-headed ogres. They could still kill either of the taunting shield-bearer gnomes. One is down. Okay, let's check out how that happened, because I would like to know if that was a headshot. Elves and Dwarf swings with his steel hand axe at the two-headed ogre, hitting the upper body and slicing through the left lung. The two-headed ogre is suffocating. The two-headed ogre has died. Two-headed ogre catches his breath. I imagine that's the other one. Lizzie bashes with Earnthirst. The two-headed ogre's left mouth has been mangled. Wow. Oh, really? Revoking shot a steel musket round from his steel flintlock pistol at the two-headed ogre, hitting the right eye and piercing through the eye. The two-headed ogre's right eye has been mangled and he is temporarily blinded. This may actually be accounting for a big part of why we're not seeing people going down. If they've managed to make them blind... Yep. Let's see. Seriously injured his right mouth, right eye, and left mouth. Bleeding from right... Okay, well, yep, he's blind. I think we may have this. If we do... My God, well done. That was chaotic. That was us not being prepared at all. Because we were out here gathering food. But that does mean that we'll get a few scraps of armor. And also delicious, delicious two-headed ogre sandwiches are back on the menu. I'm not going to do the whole meat on the menu, boys. Because, yeah... It's overdone, overdone. Even though it was said with a British accent, so it is perhaps at least a little bit better if I do it. Well, actually, saying that, it was said in a British accent by a Maori. Go figure. Now then, let's see. We want to clean up everything over there. I am genuinely really happy. I honestly thought that I was going to see Aavak dying there because he was in close quarters combat with a steel-equipped goblin soldier. I mean, yes, he's got a pistol, and it became legendary, which was fantastic, but that was asking a lot of someone who hasn't been, isn't really a full-on melee soldier, hasn't even been a proper soldier for very long. I mean, I know he's in the irregulars, but still not really a soldier as far as Ansto, Lizzie, and Suprancy, and Elves and Dwarf, and Troll of Reason are concerned. He's just basically a talented... hobbyist, if anything. But I think that his pistol becoming legendary in that fight probably contributed more than a little to their survival. Oh, the alarm is still rung. I really need to get that sorted, don't I? Yes. That was silly of me. Everyone's going to fall asleep straight away. Let's sound the all clear. Go ahead. Sound the all clear. Get back out there. Everyone falls asleep. Yes. Oh, bless them. It's okay. You can sleep in the Great Hall. It's a pretty good place to sleep, honestly. But everyone's going out there. They want food. Right now. Must nom. Oh, bless them. They're bloody hungry, mind. Okay. Well, that would have been terrible if they'd actually died of hunger following that, because I forgot to release them. I mean, just check that no one did die of hunger. That would have been pretty terrible. But yeah, we are actually... That was a really, really good engagement, I feel. I'm not sure how strong the Goblin force was on the whole. I don't know how many soldiers versus fighters were there, or how many just actual Goblin combatants versus raiders on the whole. We know that there were two, at least, two-headed ogres. I think in total there were only two. And that was pretty good for us, actually, because quite often they've been showing up with 2 or 3. But on the whole, I think a few things worked in our favor in that fight. I wouldn't imagine that we would come off as well if the same thing happened again. That is, if another group of people attacked and we got caught outside like that. I think it would probably go against us. But for the time being, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And another merchant. We may trade with them as well. But the nice thing here is that these tiles will be finished off with goblin bones. Actually, do goblins give bones? I don't think they do. I think they only give skulls. Never mind. But yes, all of the goblins, all of the skulls on a pole in that area are either goblin or ogres of some variety or another. Now then, how is everyone doing? People are passing out all over the place, and that's not good at all. But it could be worse. They could be dead. Yeah, they're just passing out in the Great Hall. That's fine. Now then, let's go check over here. Have we got the gearbox made? We've got the mechanical walls made. The gearbox has been made. And the pistols have been made. Oh, glorious day. Let us go straight away. We must go to the commander's uniform. You are now certified dual-wielding flintlock pistol users. Have fun with that. And on that note, we've got the means to begin the, or rather finish off the very first stage of the trap. But I'm going to leave that to the next episode and also any trading that we're going to be doing. But yes, that was a bit of a climax to the end of this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this one though, and will be joining us in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care of yourselves.